Hey now, my name is Jace Milstead, and you are watching Craft Beer Class Episode 2, Return of Jace, and hopefully Return of Beer. Actually, that's what we're talking about today. It's just plain old beer, but a little bit more than that. The name of the school is Craft Beer Class, so we're going to break down each of the words. Last week was class. This week is beer. Beer is actually natural. It's made of all natural ingredients, and it's the ingredients that make beer exactly what it is. There's actually a law from 1516. It's from Germany. It's called the Beer Purity Law, and it basically discusses the elements that make up beer. We're actually going to go over those today and talk about why they're so important and sort of get you a primer on beer. So why is this beer? And what the heck is it? Well, it is beer because of the Germans, and I've met a couple of Germans, and let me tell you, if they tell you something, just accept it and move on. There's a law in 1516 that basically defined what beer is today, and we actually still use it in craft beer a lot. So that law, called the Reinheitsgebot, that's right, Reinheitsgebot, Reinheitsgebot. That basically defined the important ingredients and the only ones allowable by law. In fact, they were serious about it. If you broke the law, like they'd sit you down and make you watch Gina Davis movies for like hours. That's really scary. So, what were the ingredients allowable? Water, malted barley, and hops. Later on, the Reinheitsgebot was changed and updated to include yeast, which they actually didn't know existed at the time of the original law, and wheat, which is used extensively in Hefeweizen and things like that. So that's it. That's basically what beer is. It's a relatively simple process, but the various changes in these ingredients and the brewer's magic and style will actually make subtle changes in the beer. So basically what you do is you will get your malted barley, combine it with water at a certain temperature for a little while, then boil it, adding the hops, creating what's called wort. You'll then cool that down, add the yeast to it, the yeast eats it, and then, forgive me, poops out the carbon dioxide and alcohol, and viola, kids, you got yourself some beer, and I got myself some drinking. So that's it for this week. We now know what beer is, or do you? You got a homework assignment. I think it's a fun one. Again, go to your Bevmo or your local beer store. Go to the beer section. You're going to find that there's actually some stuff there that's not beer. It's not these ingredients there. And I want you to just take a look and start to notice the things. What is beer? What isn't beer? I'll give you a hint. If it rhymes with Smirnoff Ice, it's not beer. So that's it. Just find it and then back slowly away as though you've seen a ghost or something like that. Don't buy it. Just please do yourself a favor. Unless like your grandma wants something, then I guess you can get her a bike so you give one away. All right, folks. That's it for me this week. Remember, drink, eat, and travel. And would it kill you to bring me back something nice? I'm Jace Milstead. That's the end of Craft Beer Class for this week. Class dismissed. This episode is brought to you by the Surly Goat, West Hollywood's brand new craft beer bar. Please stop by their location for delicious beer and fun. Like, let's get a shot at Evan's like the greatest audience ever. I don't know if he'll ever be on any of the other episodes, but he's wonderful. You're great. You're getting the job for this kid. You know who to suck up to properly.